During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always B aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, guys.
You're hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Yo, what's up, dog? Welcome aboard, everybody. What is it, Tuesday? It's Tuesday, I don't know. What's the date? We're getting close to Thanksgiving.
It's
I know that.
26th.
Thanksgiving, huh?
And we're still on our backup channel. Haven't heard anything about the appeal yet.
Yes,
so.
that's right. This is not Revenge of the Sis. This is ROTC Media. This is a totally different channel, different dudes, doing different stuff.
All right.
So welcome aboard. And, you know, I think it's going to be fun. I think everyone's going to have a lot of fun.
Oh, we're going to try. It's getting fist fucked at every...
Oh, yeah. It's trust me, I know. And then it's like...
every day.
Yeah. And it seems like lately, I don't know, everybody's like even like now everybody that like, even people that hated us like a while back, like a certain guy, they're just popping out of the woodwork lately. It's like, isn't this the holidays? Shouldn't you people be eating some turkey?
Nah, it's not Hanukkah. Yeah, well, whatever.
Shouldn't you be shorting stocks and, you know, getting ready for, I don't know, whatever those people celebrate?
Yeah, my stress definitely comes from the fucking YouTube shit and all that stuff. Everyone's worried about December 10th. That's when all the channels are supposed to go away. I don't know. Whatever.
I mean, you know, what are we going to do? This, it's YouTube, so we're not.
I told you, the sweet release of death.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Suicide Pact. That's what we're, 2019 Suicide Pact.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, 2020 is overrated. I don't even want to be here for it.
All right. Well, you know what?
Mersh got his drugs. I fucking wish I had drugs.
No, Mersh didn't get any drugs. Trust me.
How good are drugs?
He's insufferable when he's not on drugs.
Yeah. Which is nowadays every day.
Every day he's insufferable.
See, this is the kind of friend you need to have in your life, an enabler who's like, can you find some drugs?
Yeah. I've never not been that.
You were way cooler when you were on drugs all the time.
You were. You were cooler.
I was cool. They called me Cool Mike.
They did, yeah.
Hey, look at this Cool Mike.
Oh, God.
Cool Mike showing up again, asking what he did last night. Yeah. Cool Mike. Hey, what happened? How did I get home? You drove.
You asshole.
Oof.
You said you were fine. I gave you the keys.
Yeah, that was fun. Cool, fun Mike.
Yeah. Tucker was trending like Tucker's a traitor or something was trending right before the show went on.
Well, he is. He's clearly a Russian agent.
The DNC is mad at him. And listen for this reason. Tucker, and I actually saw this yesterday. Tucker said on his show yesterday that he thinks the reason that Barack Obama hasn't endorsed anybody yet is because he thinks Michelle Obama's going to run. And he explained why. He explained like she happens to be on another little book tour now, and she has the same advisor that helped run his campaign. It was a whole thing, right? So now the head of the DNC, one of the dudes in the DNC is, why isn't Tucker Carlson fired yet? Democratic National Committee Vice Chair Michael Blake appeared on Fox News Tuesday morning to clarify that Michelle Obama is not running after Carlson predicted that the former First Lady will be the 2020 Democratic presidential nominee. Blake went to question why the network continues to employ Carlson despite claims like the one about white supremacy being a hoax. It's not what he said. That is misquoted. He said white supremacy. White supremacists couldn't even fill actual hardcore like white supremacists couldn't fill up a football stadium.
Yeah, no, and he's right.
Yeah, we're not talking about nationalists. We're talking about white supremacists.
We're not talking about the people Vice thinks are white supremacists.
Right. We're talking about bite the concrete. That's what we're talking about. And so whatever.
Because according to Vice, every normal human being at a Green Bay Packers game is a white supremacist.
Right. Even though, and people are saying, she says she's not going to run. You know who else said they weren't going to run in like 2006 when they interviewed him? For sure said he wasn't going to run? Barack Obama.
Oh, yeah.
So, come on, man. They always say they're not going to run, and then
is
they
this
run.
the new thing that they're going to do, where they're just going to let, like, 6 people battle it out and smear each other and ruin each other's lives and then just pull out some clean person in the last round?
I think
go,
you might
no,
be
I'm
right.
actually
And
running.
just swap them out?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
It's actually a pretty solid plan when you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Because you have them all fucking flinging dirt the whole time, and then you just pop up and go, yeah, what about me, though? These guys, look at all these guys. Look at all their dirt. Everybody's ruined each other by then.
Here's a video of Joe Biden telling Hispanic voter to vote for Trump because he's losing his mind.
In those 8 years, there were 3 million people that were deported and separated from their families. Yeah. We had this classification of families.
Well, you should vote for Trump.
Families
you should vote for Trump.
I'm not going to do it. But I want to make sure that immigrant families and people like Sylvia are not afraid.
What an old... She was being mean. Okay, let's hear this again.
Over those 8 years, there were 3 million people that were deported and separated from their families. Yeah. We had this classification of families.
Well, you should vote for Trump.
Families
you should vote for Trump.
I'm not. I'm not going to do it. But I want to make sure that immigrant families and people like Sylvia.
So this guy sounds like he's probably some legal immigrant active. Like he doesn't sound like he sounds like he's arguing.
It's because he said no, I'm not voting for Trump. I think he's talking about Joe that he's not doing enough. That he's not going to do enough for illegal immigrants. I think that's the point he's arguing. Because let's listen to what he's saying again.
For those 8 years, there were 3 million people that were deported and separated from their families. We had this classification of families.
Well, you should vote for Trump.
Families
you should vote for Trump.
I'm not. I'm not going to do it.
But he's saying you have this classification of families and this, like that's what's confusing me. Like I don't know what this guy's issue is or where he stands, but if you really want to be president, you're not just going to like turn your back to somebody and be like, go vote for Trump then.
Sure that immigrant families and people like Sylvia are not afraid. And you have the power as a candidate to actually commit to stop all deportation from day one to executive.
Okay, so he is a hardcore Mexican.
No deportations. Open borders. Whatever you guys want. Everything's yours. Who cares? So here's the thing. Biden isn't extreme enough. Biden's one of the same people who said that he thinks illegal immigrants should get medical coverage. He said it. 100%
and
covered.
He's still not fucking lefty enough.
He is still not enough.
Chris Tricano in the chat has a good point. Charlie Kirk was more engaged with the Groyper question.
Yeah, you're right.
Than he's even given this guy.
He turned his back on him and he walked away. I think he's just worn out.
Of action, and we want to hear you say that.
And he's gonna go. They're gonna vote.
This is a whole new world for a guy like Joe.
He's gonna say.
Joe is used to, Mr. Lopez, Senator Lopez's financial policies are going to destroy this country. Well, I disagree. And
that's Lieutenant Colonel Lopez.
But he's used to old Joe Biden, he's real, out of touch with you common guys. He's a real rich liberal piece of shit. That's what they're used to. They're not used to. You fucking piece of white supremacist. Get out of here, Joe. Fucking die already. He's getting this weird nastiness from his own party.
Right.
And I think Joe is like, what the fuck happened to this
They
place?
set him up, too, with the impeachment. Because if the Democrats do vote to impeach him, then it goes to the Senate. And they're going to, his son's going to be on the stand. They're going to ruin his retirement years. It's his fault for running, but they're going to ruin his retirement years.
From day one for executive action, and we want to hear you say that.
I will not stop all deportations if you commit a crime that's a felony.
Not one more deportation.
So this was all the setup.
This is what I mean. He is just, he's not, this is a new world, Joe.
But you hear what he said? Let me just tell you where we are now with this fucking party. He just said, look, I'm still not gonna stop deportations if you did a felony. That is, to me, that's fucking insane that you should deport people for coming in here illegally, period. That's it. You're done. You're fucking gone. But to me, that's not enough. These people want you to even keep felons in here.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, though, right? There is this level of extremism on both sides where the left is like, no, we need to let every person from every third world shithole in here and give them CEO jobs and welfare. And you're like, wait, well, we can't. This whole place is just going to collapse. And then on the far right side, you have people that are like, even legal immigrants, throw them into volcanoes. Yeah, right. So you got to kind of find an area where you go, okay, can we at least agree to deport the people that are here illegally? Can we go back to that? If you were
starting point,
if you were going to do a hard reset and reconfigure back to factory default settings, right? Factory default settings should be at least everyone here illegally. If you're caught, you're immediately deported.
Right.
That should be the basic thing. And I think everyone's just starting to get wildly out of control with this. And I don't think Joe's ready for this. Joe was willing to. Joe is perfect for me. That's why I enjoy Joe Biden. He is the quintessential boomer. He's the one that just kept moving the goal, just kept indulging people, kept overpromising, kept overindulging his kids. And now the entire country is just burning and it's riots and it's fuck you, we want all this. Fuck you, dad. He's the boomer now that's like, what happened? And you're like, you happened, boomer. He's the boomer. He is the poster child of the boomer who just, you know what I mean? Just stole from every company and did every sleazy under the table fucking thing and fucking just sucked and fucked and, you know what I mean? Let his kids just get their fingers in every pie. And now the country is fucked.
Generation.
Everyone hates Joe Biden, but he's like, Joe Biden is your parent that took a reverse mortgage on the house and died and left the family nothing. That's Joe Biden. And now he's having to deal with fuck you, boomer. And he's like, but I got to deport some people. Fuck you, boomer. And it's just it's it. You created this, Joe.
Imagine coming into and look, Joe's an idiot, but imagine coming into this fucking country, right? And coming into this country illegally, right? Using our systems. A lot of these people are where was this at? I'm not sure where this was at. Coming into this country illegally, using everything, whatever. And listen, I'll be honest with you. The way I used to see it, that we had a really, really good process, right? And you tell me what you think. But I'm talking let's say, right before 9/11, a little bit after 9/11. There's a time frame. Look, I think there was a lot of even Republicans that would go, look, there's going to be illegal immigrants. It's going to happen. There's really nothing you could do about it, right? But we got to do something. Like,
We got to put on a show.
Hey, it's crime if you're doing fucking crime. If you get caught, if you fucking crash your car into a school, like you're gone. That's it. Like that's him. I understand that. I understand that. I don't drive by Home Depots when there's illegals out there looking for work and mean mug them. Like, no, you know, a lot of them are here working. I get it.
I do. I start chanting, "You will not reply." I go into the Home Depot, buy a tiki torch. When I come back out, I start chanting, "You will not replace us."
Ironically, though, he has to hire one of the Mexicans to light it because Mike's not going to know how to do it.
I don't know how to get the. Can you get
How do you
the
put the
wrapper off?
liquid?
God damn it! You want to make $5 real quick? Help me with my
Si,
hand.
senor.
Yeah. You gotta put it. You gotta prime it. You just get it off. Thank you. Now get out of my country.
But the problem is that there was an ecosystem where it was like, look, man, especially the criminals. If you're in this country, right? If you're in this country and you're here illegally, it was not so much anymore, but it was kind of a crapshoot. Like you're like, I got away with it for 3 years. All right, I did pretty good. Like, yeah, let's do it again, you know? And there was this weird back and forth cat and mouse game that was played, and everything was fine. But now it's just become everybody come in this country right now, whether you want to or not, we'll pay for it. Don't worry, because we're going to tax the 300 billionaires that we have. Mm-hmm. And
this is how you end up with all the Vox Days and the Nick Fuenteses of the world. They come riding in with Pancho Villa in the 64 Impalas, and they're all part of La Raza. And this is what happens.
And all the Nick-ers.
See, you got to really put some emphasis on it.
Yeah.
Vox.
It really is kind of. I don't. The problem with this stuff is that we're now allowing illegal immigrants to have a say in our system, and why? Why are they? Listen, I think a lot of people, most people are reasonable. I think a lot of people would be like, listen, Pedro, I'm not gonna rat you out. You're just drying cars here at the you're drying cars here at the car wash. I don't care. That's fine.
I'd rather
Can you imagine now Pedro's like, no, stop all deportations and also give me health care. Be like, well, fuck you, Pedro.
Yeah, I don't even think it's the illegals that are showing up to this yelling.
There's some.
I know, but it's a lot of white women.
Well, that guy wasn't a white woman. That was a
No,
Mexican
but
man.
I'm saying there are a lot of white women, though. They're like, yeah, no deportations, please. It's just like, all right, but like, we have to have a system here, ladies.
I wish there was just an ice fan just waiting outside for them.
Now you know what would be the next. You know what would be the greatest thing ever right now? He goes, all right, everyone settle down. Other people have questions. To the young man over there. And a young white guy in his suit with rosary stands up and goes, hi, Joe. Hi. I just wanted to say, first of all, shout out America first. It's not too late, Joe. Come on. It's not too late. And Biden just starts crying as he's embraced by 3 groypers. And they just hug him and forgive him. Come on, Joe. Just join the others. That'd be great. The next question is just some groyper stands up and goes, it's not too late, Joe. You see what's happening? You see the craziness you've all started? It's not too late, Joe.
He is really like...
He just sobs, I'm so sorry. And they're all just hugging him, laying hands on him and shit. It's okay, Joe.
He looks so punch drunk, too, during the debate.
Yeah.
Like, you sent this to me.
Vice President Biden, you've suggested in your campaign that if you defeat President Trump, Republicans will start working with Democrats again. But right now, Republicans in Congress include...
Oh, yeah. Talking over those dentures is hard, huh?
Hey, let Mindy Robinson finish.
That's not Mindy Robinson. This young lady is much younger than her.
I'm sorry, you're right.
including some of whom you've worked with for decades, are demanding investigations not only of you, but also of your son. How would you get those same Republicans to work with you?
Well, look, the next president of the United States is going to have to do 2 things. Defeat Donald Trump.
And not be a white man. I mean, those are the rules now, right?
That's number 1. And number 2, it's going to have to be able to go into states like Georgia and North Carolina and other places and get a Senate majority. That's what I'll do. You have to ask yourself up here, who is most likely to be able to win the nomination in the first place?
Honestly,
Bernie?
the podium.
Okay. I mean, if we're being fair.
Not
right?
any. Did you not see what I sent you?
Oh well, yeah. Well, I mean,
We'll get to that.
But I'm just saying, if you're gonna go without all of the fucking distractions,
Yeah.
Bernie would be America is now about what cartoon character you want to put up against another cartoon character.
It's like wacky races.
That's what it is, and you're gonna put Bernie up against. It's like WWE. Who's the best character to complement this character? Bernie and Trump would be the best. You're a greedy billionaire. You know, like it would just make a better debate.
To win the presidency in the first place. And secondly, who is most likely to increase the number of people who are Democrats in the House and in the Senate? And by the way, I learned something about these impeachment trials. I learned, number one, that Donald Trump doesn't want me to be the nominee. That's pretty clear. He held up aid to make sure that while at the same time innocent people in the Donbass are getting killed by Russian soldiers.
It's over for him.
I feel bad. Like I mean, and I know people are going fuck him, but I really.
And even
there's a human part of me that I'm like this poor old man.
This is the same way I feel about Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah.
They keep bringing him out, and he's batshit insane, and he's clearly suffering from dementia. And I'm like, guys, I want to remember slightly corrupt, light fascist Rudy Giuliani of the 90s who made New York like fucking Disney World, okay? Yeah. And he did it. I want to remember that Rudy, but they keep bringing him out, and he's just like, man, nothing, collusion, robot people. What are you talking about? I'm an alien from space. Like, get him out of here. He's too old for this.
Secondly, I found out that Vladimir Putin doesn't want me to be president. So I've learned a lot about these things early on.
Is this what we're basing our election on now? What Putin doesn't want?
That's correct.
Because what Putin wants or doesn't want should be completely irrelevant to your choice.
You know what Putin wants? Let me tell you something. If you're Russian,
he wants this.
This. He wants this.
This is what he wants. Everything that you're doing is what he wants.
Yeah. He doesn't care who wins. He cares that there's a completely chaotic system here, and everybody is so panicked that they're calling a coconut milk mommy from Hawaii a fucking Russian agent.
It is so fucking hilarious.
Yeah. They're being held. But the bottom line is, I think we have to ask ourselves the honest question. Who is most likely to do what needs to be done? Produce a Democratic majority in the United States Senate.
And I will say, I don't watch all SNL, but somebody brought it up. Woody Harrelson doing Biden was really good.
Was it? I haven't seen it.
I'll pull up a clip.
Maintain the House.
You should be careful with them fuckers.
Nah, we're fine with these.
We can do this without charging people raising $30-40 trillion. The fact is that right now, the vast majority of Democrats do not support Medicare for all. It couldn't pass the United States Senate right now with Democrats. It couldn't pass the House. Nancy Pelosi is one of those people who then thinks it makes sense. We should build on Obamacare, provide the plan I put forward before anybody in here, adding a Medicare option in that plan, and not make people choose. Allow people to choose, I should say. But if you go the route of my two friends on my right and my left, you have to give up your private insurance. 160 million people like their private insurance. And if they don't like it, they can buy into a Medicare-like proposal in my plan. Drug prices go down, premiums go down across the board.
You know what else is crazy? Is like the amount of, because how much they let Biden talk, and then when they get to Tulsi, it's like, so Tulsi, same question for you. Well, I think.
All right, thank you, Tulsi.
Elizabeth
All right, we got to go to commercial break. We'll be back with more of the 2019 Democratic debate.
They have him just babbling.
Close to impeach, he's indicted himself. Number two, after he's thrown out of office or after he's defeated, should he be then prosecuted? Should he be prosecuted for?
By the way, throwing out of office. Did you see what happened with Adam Schiff? So, like, the polls came out after the impeachment, which, by the way, I've been saying it since day one is a waste of time. But the polls came out after the impeachment. Vanity Fair. So it wasn't like fucking Fox News polls. It was Vanity Fair did a poll. Politico. And after the impeachment trials, support for impeachment went down 10 points. So now they asked Adam Schiff on CNN. I think it was on Wallace. They asked Adam Schiff on CNN. They were like, so you're going to go through with impeachment? And Adam Schiff, who was crying at the end and said Trump definitely did it, he was like, well, I got to talk to my constituents back home.
Yeah.
I got to actually see what they want me to do.
You're in deep shit.
Because they're fucking panicking. Here, this is
Oh,
Woody
we're gonna miss the Biden Wiggers comment.
Oh, well,
the
do you
Wiggers
have the
comment?
time temp? This is really long.
Yeah, no, it's somewhere towards the middle, but I don't know exactly where.
Absolutely ostracized us from South Korea. He has given North Korea everything they wanted, creating the legitimacy by having a meeting with Kim Jong-un, who's a thug, although he points out that I'm a rabid dog, need to be beaten with a stick.
He's right. Corn Pop, $5. You come to the king, you best not miss. Oh, no, Corn Pop's in the chat.
Shout out to Corn Pop.
Yeah, thank you, Corn Pop. Much appreciated.
Recently was his comment.
Other than that, you like him.
Other than that, I like him. And
when
Japan and
when old man Bernie Sanders is the one that's riffing and being quick, like you saw that? You saw old man Bernie was like pop 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 pop. Hey man, I'm here, and then you have Biden and then Trump.
You know, comedy is just natural to us Jews. We invented vaudeville.
This is Woody Harrelson as Biden.
And said, "Give me the high beams, Vice President Joe Biden."
There's no need to worry anymore. Daddy's here, America. I see you, I hear you, I sniff you, and I hug you from behind.
That's pretty good Biden, right?
Now, as I ask anytime I walk into a room, where am I and what the hell is going on here?
That's a pretty good Biden.
We'd also like to welcome California Senator Kamala Harris.
Oh, okay. Fucking the poop face.
Now, Aaron, that little girl you just introduced, that little girl was me.
Okay, that was pretty funny. I'm not gonna play anymore. I don't want to get popped. So you
I didn't do anything. I don't fucking put words in my mouth.
You mentioned Biden being a boomer. Get ready for this. This is a story. This is a real story. Fox has filed a trademark application for a TV show called OK Boomer.
Here it is. Got to make that money. Got to take those memes and make money off them.
OK Boomer, ready for trademark application war. The popular phrase, which has mostly been used by teens and millennials to make fun of older people for being out of touch, it was originally used by a completely different group of people. Now they're trying to make it seem like all the kids were doing it. No, they just started now. Most notably, 25-year-old New Zealand lawmaker, blah, 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 blah. Its growing popularity has led to a number of trademark applications that have been filed for its use, two of which are for TV shows. The most notable application comes from Fox, which was discovered by trademark attorney Joshua Gerben. Fox filed the application on November 11th. The attorney for Fox signed a sworn intent that the company has its bona fide intent to launch a TV series called OK Boomer. They already have that. It's Hannity.
Yeah, that's pretty much that. Maybe they're
going to rebrand him to just
that's
OK
what
Boomer.
It is. It's going to be OK Boomer with Sean Hannity. OK Boomer with Sean Hannity and Bill O'Reilly.
Ooh, I like that.
Bring him back.
It can't be Combs. In all likelihood, the USPTO will deny the application, blah, blah. I think they're kind of making too big of a deal out of it. I think what happens is a lot of people just, that's something big. Let's get a trademark just in case. There's a lot of fucking companies that have trademarks that have had it for years and they've done nothing with them.
Yep.
It's just one of those buy them up. They have an entire department that's just buy up trademarks, buy up trademarks, buy up trademarks. That's all they do. Right.
Yeah, I don't foresee. Is it going to be a series?
It doesn't say any more than
it's
that.
just weird to me that when you go like, the boomers are going to buy the OK Boomer trademark. It's such a boomer thing to do. Really.
Right. All right, Mike. Let me show you what's going on here with the FBI. This is from the FBI, by the way.
Oh, nice. Are we going to get copyright struck by the FBI?
I don't think so.
Under FBI copyright law? I don't know. It would be hilarious.
This is called FBI's Protected Voices Initiative. One of FBI's priorities is of our national security and information infrastructure from intrusion, malicious code, and nefarious computer networks operation. These efforts include sharing information to prevent future attacks and contribute to network defense and the protection of individuals, nonprofit, academic, commercial, and government uses. Okay, blah, 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 blah. We'll play it. It's a PowerPoint presentation because the FBI has a lot of money.
Your voice matters. To you, to your campaign, to the American people.
Who is this lesbian vampire? Looks like fucking Lestat.
Remember when the FBI used to be like dudes in suits?
Yeah, well, now it's people that look like
dudes in suits,
characters from Interview with the Vampire, and that's fine.
It also matters to Russia, to China, and to a great many other countries who'd love to use your voice to carry their message. Hello. I'm
a lesbian.
Is she okay? Is she drunk?
No.
Or
these people are putting their lives on the line every day for your protection.
Nah, this one's probably in the office a lot.
You're right.
If we're being fair.
Okay.
I mean, there are many FBI agents out there putting their lives on the line for us every day. But most of these people are mostly, hello, FBI field office.
This looks
okay,
like
yes, I'll get you through to her.
This looks like a Lily Singh skit.
Allah, a special agent, was the FBI. In this video, I'll describe who is trying to influence your campaign.
What is her accent?
How and why.
Hello,
First.
I am American FBI agent. It's like, remember when they'd have Arnold always play like, hello, my name is Jack Stone.
Yes.
And I am an FBI agent, you fool. And you're like, that doesn't sound very American. She really does. Hello, I am from Federal Bureau of Investigation. Believe it or not, of America. You're like, well, that's not.
Which countries are most involved in trying to influence our political process?
Israel.
I don't know about you, fellow Americans, but I do not like people trying to influence our elections. Am I right, friend?
Danny St. gave me an idea, right? Let's go back to Tranny Rousseau.
Primarily.
I did not hack her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I am just trying to tell people about how me and my American friends, my fellow Americans, our elections are under attack by foreigners.
Yeah.
And we here at the Federal Bureau of Investigations, we like to fight these foreign influences.
She sounds like someone that would give you a side mission in GTA 4.
You're right. Oh, that's funny. Not in the first unlocked area. Once you unlock more parts of the
Later
city,
on,
you get to this one.
Russia, China, and Iran.
China.
As of this filming, Russia is the most active in this field.
And take it from me, these Russians are not to be trusted. Yes, friend. And one thing we do not trust is the Russians. It's like, wink.
Wait a second.
She might as well be wearing one of those hats.
Yeah.
You know, Russian military hats.
She might as well be a bear on a unicycle.
And by the way, there is no deep state. And do not stop calling us about these potential school shooters. We like when these things happen. It helps to move along gun control.
Although we expect other countries will get more involved in the future.
Russia's
In
the most involved.
2016,
Russian influence. Here we go.
Russia ran hack and leak operations to interfere in the U.S.
By the way,
presidential
there's
election.
still no proof. Still absolutely zero definitive proof that the Russians did that.
Somebody wants to know if she cut her hair with a Flowbee.
I really, really want to stress this again to you people. That his name was Seth Rich, and he was robbed, and his watch was left on him, and he had no money taken from him. He was robbed. He was shot in the back a couple of times, and most people believe that Seth Rich, in fact, got the information to WikiLeaks. And WikiLeaks, being a publication, journalists actually got that information out. They're still pushing. The FBI is pushing this.
That is correct.
The Russians hacked it. And where did they hack? What server was that again? Who was the?
The other thing that people have pointed out is like, do they think that when these countries hack, they use their own IP addresses? Like, Russia sometimes makes it look like China. China makes it look like Russia. North Korea makes it look like They're a country. Like, everybody has their own way of doing it.
What if you think Putin one day was like, I have a genius plan. What if we use no VPN?
They'll think it's China.
And then they will think it's China. Like, that's brilliant. He literally just did it from his home
IP's from the
PC.
Kremlin.
It's literally just his office. They would never believe we are that stupid.
2 years later, Russia continued to use social media to spread false facts and distrust during the U.S. midterm election.
So is the FBI involved with, or is the government involved with social media, or is it not?
Well,
Make up your mind.
I don't know, but I do know one thing. I do not like to see my fellow patriots lied to by these dirty Russians.
And we aren't alone. Russia has also tried to shape the political outcomes in France, Italy, Macedonia, Mexico, Ukraine,
I think we're going to ask
and
the
the
same
United
question,
Kingdom.
but okay, you first.
How many questions have we tried to shape the political
God,
outcomes
I was
in?
going to say, now let's do countries in South America and who influenced them.
Because we're going to be here all day.
We don't have that long. Look,
it's going to be a lot of slides, Royce.
yeah, we have.
Can I download a 1 terabyte fucking PowerPoint file? Oh yeah, there's 267,000 slides. Are you ready?
Almost every country in South America, we've affected their election in one way or the other.
Either by promoting a specific candidate or goal, attacking our opponents, or trying to discredit the entire democratic process. China.
You know who's doing a good job at
China.
You know who's doing a good job at discrediting the entire fucking process? We are. We're a joke. We're doing this to ourselves. There's nothing more embarrassing than what we're doing to ourselves. This is what happens. You know what's happening right now with America? America's like is being a scorned woman. Like, you know those women that just, they keep fucking up, they keep making bad decisions, they keep letting losers come in them, and they keep having like 10 different babies from 10 different baby daddies. And when you talk to them, they never go, you know, I really need to change my life. It's always like, it wasn't me. It was all those dudes. Men ain't shit.
It's life
That's what
that
we're
sucks.
doing. That's what we're doing. We're doing the men ain't shit thing. We're like, this isn't our fault for letting our own democracy fucking run amok.
Yeah.
This ain't our fault for letting fucking 3 different tech billionaires fucking control everything that we say and do. This isn't our fault for routinely letting lobbyists take over the entire democratic process. No. It must be Russia who's wrong.
Well, according to this ethnically ambiguous lesbian with a mullet, yes.
Okay. All right.
Tries to influence the U.S. through open and secret investment in media, education, and entertainment.
Now, we don't invest in any countries, though, right? We don't openly invest in a bunch of countries.
In 2008, China also hacked into computer systems related to
Can
U.S.
you believe
political
that? When these Russians are hacking into computers, we must go to war with them.
So again, every time I see all this stuff, and I'm not trying to be like, well, we hack. You know who probably hacks into more computers worldwide than any other country? We do. We do. And
oddly enough, us and Ethiopia.
Really?
Yeah, they're the best computer.
That's why they keep sending me emails.
campaigns. Since then, China has only gotten better at shaping the information environment. Currently, China focuses primarily on its core interests, such as human rights, Tibet, and Taiwan.
In the fact, if you pay attention to the economy, you'll notice that China is beating us in trade. Just look at cryptocurrency. Those flat-faced slopes have been rubbing us blind at night.
China focuses on Tibet and Taiwan. Well, Americans focus on the fucking whistleblower. They're pretending like we're not doing... Like, look, I understand that the Chinese regime is way more oppressive than the American regime. But to sit here and pretend that we don't also fucking just block words, it happens all the time. All the time.
Iran, while a less active foreign adversary than Russia, runs social media campaigns to promote messages aligned with Iranian.
Yeah, but every Iran social media message I've seen is them selling used stereos at a flea market.
That's
so
true.
like, you know, that's a buddy.
And like brands of jeans that haven't been in style for like 15 years.
Bugle Boys.
Hey, I've got Tommy Hilfiger. I can vote both of it. Come on, buddy. Fucking open shirt with chains.
Interests. Now, let's discuss 3 common methods foreign powers use to influence our political process.
Foreign agents.
How would you spot them?
Cyber attacks on campaigns and election
A
infrastructure.
lot of people saying she's Israeli, man. I don't want to
She might be.
automatically spurg to that, but
Well, hold on. Did they give her name?
nope.
Huh.
Including hack and leak operations and data manipulation.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if the FBI was monetized on YouTube and you got a fucking ad in the middle for the new Fast and the Furious?
Family.
Covert influence and funding operations to help or harm political organizations, campaigns, and public officials, and disinformation campaigns on social media platforms. Let's first look at cyber attacks on campaigns and election infrastructure. A foreign adversary can use cyber attacks to steal or change data.
This sounds like when you're trying to explain the internet to your grandfather.
They
Yes,
might, for
exactly.
instance, want to delete eligible voters from the rolls.
Go in Commando
Here-
says she sounds like my old NCO. She was Greek. She could be Greek. There is an ambiguousness to her.
Yeah, she could be anything.
Here's the interesting thing. While, as of this filming, we have no evidence that any foreign government has successfully changed votes cast by eligible voters or removed voters from the rolls,
This is the best person they could
even
get.
making Americans think that's possible,
Okay, hold on. Sorry. Did you hear what listen to this?
we have no evidence that any foreign government has successfully changed votes cast by eligible voters or removed voters from the rolls, even making Americans think that's possible, encourages distrust of our democratic process.
But you're doing it. You're the ones that keep.
You're the ones that
You're
are
the
saying
ones that have been
it.
pushing this. You, the Democrats, and all of you have been pushing
And
this.
Peter
You,
Strzok and all these people.
you.
You little
It's
coup.
been you. We went through 8 years of Obama, and a lot of us just went, okay. I mean, the guy won. What are you
What are you
gonna
gonna
do?
do? Yeah.
It's fucking 8 years of this guy. And even when the second election came along, we basically threw the election because we're like, it's going to be him again. So who gives a shit, right? Hey, don't worry. We'll work hard. We'll make a comeback. And now make a comeback. And you've been doing this. You've been pushing. You guys became so obsessed with this that Nicholas Cruz was able to shoot up a school. Okay. Another guy got to shoot up a place in fucking Vegas. It has been fucking chaos. Tons of people who you've been warned about have gone free. And now now that you fucked up your jobs, you want red flag laws so that you can go after innocent people. Because again, you fucked up at your jobs.
Other cyber attack techniques include hack and leak operations, where the adversary might steal and publicize sensitive materials and internal emails to embarrass a campaign, or a distributed denial of service attack, in which the adversary overwhelms your computer network.
Mike, in 2019, if I told you the deep state was going to be making propaganda videos just in your face now, because like the deep state, I think, has always done stuff like, used CNN or MSNBC or TV shows like to kind of mold you a little bit, to go, hey, we're going to do this. Hey, get ready for a trans president. Get ready for a trans president. There's a trans president. Now they're just not even going through the middleman. They're like, hey, just have the FBI make a PowerPoint. They're not going to stop us.
Hello, I am patriotic American FBI agent. You have been lied to by your president. He is bad. You're like, what these Russians have been influencing this country. Now you must get President Trump out of office. Yes, good.
Feels like a Red Dawn reboot.
Like, what is? If I came out of a coma and you showed this to me, I'd be like, can you put me back in the coma?
With too much data, so your network functions slowly or not at all. Whatever their goal, the most common way for an adversary to go about starting an attack is to convince someone on the inside to click on or do something they shouldn't. Your campaign's leadership team might be very careful with cyber hygiene, but anyone connected to your campaign, even the part-time volunteers could click on a link
With all the
that
people
would
in the
grant
FBI, this is.
That's what I was saying earlier. This is
the best thing you got. Covert influence. Oh, this was going to be. Hey, you know, there's a country that they didn't bring up that was actually actively just spying on us right now and has affected our elections a lot.
What country is that, Royce?
I don't remember its name. It's really long and complicated.
I mean, it's only like 6 letters.
Whatever. I'm going to say it.
Covert influence. Foreign governments know it's illegal for U.S. campaigns to accept help from them. Therefore, foreign governments hide their true identities when they go after unwitting
By
politicians,
integrating themselves into societies and being shapeshifters. I mean, what?
I mean, hacking.
Party.
Some people join entire countries, live there for generations, and use subversive tactics while also reinforcing their own tribalistic viewpoints. But you know, I'm just riffing.
Leaders, campaign officials, and the public.
Yeah, I'm just saying some people are allowed to engage in tribalism, but you aren't allowed to do that in your own country that you were born and raised in. Isn't that funny? Enjoy another slide.
A foreign government might create a fake profile to befriend you.
Protokill says they hacked our culture. That's what they did, though.
Yep.
Pose as a donor or volunteer to get you to reveal information about yourself or your campaign.
Instead, they create PACs that have the name of the country right in the back. And they are the most powerful lobbying organizations in the United States. But if you mention them, you got to stream on your fucking backup channel. Sorry, dude. It's just
You lost the accent there at the end.
yeah, you know, sometimes
At the end, you lost the accent.
I did corpse the bit.
At the
I pulled
end,
a
you were
Fallon.
so close.
I pulled what they call a Jimmy Fallon.
You did a lot of coke and almost lost your finger.
The foreign government's usual goal is to harm or help a particular campaign, political
I love the people typing behind there like they're actually typing anything.
organization, or public official.
I am doing
This
work
makes
at
it
the
especially
FBI.
important for
Yes,
campaigns
yes,
to
FBI
vet
work.
source and background, funds, information.
One of them goes, "Hey, can you shut up? I can't think when you're talking."
I'd be the guy ruining the shot. I'd be like, just like this, just in the background. Just, what is this one guy? I'd be doing everything from the Eric Hayden CEO sketch from MDE, just pouring hot coffee all over myself, just eating
Unexpected
niacin.
personnel coming on board. For more information on understanding your potential business partners,
Bitch, I don't understand you. Fucking understand business partners.
watch our protected
Frozen
voices
Asian says, wait, Tony Kukoc is talking.
Yes, he is. Time out, Tony.
on supply chain management. The third method of influence foreign powers use is disinformation campaigns. In disinformation,
This FBI video is using, just to show you, to people that there's no deep state, they're using all talking points that the Democrats have been using since Trump got elected.
Yes.
You're using actual talking points from the DNC.
campaigns.
But you know the part that bothers me the most about this is, so they're using all these talking points from that, but Trump is their boss, right? Like, imagine if you were at your job, wherever you worked at, right? And you just made a fucking slide that said, Mr. Johnson ain't shit, and you did an entire 8-minute fucking video about it, and then they wouldn't fire you. You'd be like, I can't believe I'm not fired.
Bring me that vampire with the mullet.
Yeah.
I wish to speak to it. Is it they, them? Oh, I wish to speak to they, them, just in case, to be safe.
Foreign adversaries create fake U.S. personas, internet trolls, and bots.
You're fired. I mean, they, them's fired. I don't even know how to do. These people are exhausting. Just go.
Sleep.
Social media platforms to target U.S. citizens, develop relationships with them, and influence them. A foreign power may even create.
You know, there's another ism I'm really concerned. While we're discussing
colonialism,
while we're discussing America being influenced by foreign nations, hey, I didn't start the discussion. The FBI did. You know, we're talking about countries influencing our politics, our culture, our elections, creating havoc from within. And we're also talking about isms. I'd like to talk about some isms.
Orgisms.
Yeah. Well, like, you know, there can't be a lot of isms that start with a Z.
No, I can't think of I can only think of one.
I'm sure there's a couple more.
Deep fake.
By the time
By
people
using
get angry, we'll figure out one of the other ones.
Sophisticated
We'll say we met that one.
to alter real photos and videos. The alterations made in a deep fake photo or video might
going
be
after
impossible to
deepfakes now.
find without forensic analysis or
By
access
the way,
to the
I'm
original.
not. I want to outlaw these deep fakes. I had a very inspiring conversation with Dr. Jordan Peterson, and look. I was not in that episode of Better Call Saul.
He wasn't?
I was never in Breaking Bad. So they're using my image and basically not paying me, and I want my money.
We got $5 from Super Chat from Lockup. It's weird to read Super Chats. I thought you guys left me. Sorry about all the stuff YouTube is putting you through. No problem. $50 Super Chat. A $50 Super Chat.
Thank you very
from
much.
Box Elder Initiative. Big fan. Haven't been able to donate since I've started listening. Good show, friends. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And now we head over to the Streamlabs. We have $3. I think the FBI started hiring through ARC. Much less scary to me now. Thanks, guys. Here's my life savings. $3. Mexi Max and Cheese. Mexi Max and Cheese, the king of giving like $2 and then writing a paragraph. Did you guys see the clip of Brian Stelter telling people it's their responsibility to deprogram Trump supporters during Thanksgiving? I would be more worried, but we don't invite empty airport chairs to Thanksgiving. You know what? I'll give you your money back because that was a good line. You can have the $2 back.
That was very funny.
They don't give empty airport chairs. Frumpy Deanna Troy, please, you understand President of the United States is hacked by Russian Putin agent. Nope, you might be right. You might be right. I want to apologize. Maybe it was. Let's go to break. We have to go to break because everything else is kind of long. All right, we have to go to break. If you want to help us out, patreon.com/we're-not-sorry. If you sign up for Patreon, you get the first 250 episodes just for you. And New Project 2, the number 2, newproject2.com/Revenge of the Sis. For those that don't want to use Patreon, you unlock the same stuff.
Yep.
You unlock the same stuff.
You get all the same stuff. You get the archives and all that stuff. And yeah, it's pretty. We already had a couple supporters sign up over there, so that was pretty encouraging.
And I've heard a couple people saying they might be moving over from Patreon. Over there.
So we are. I think we're probably paying much less in fees too, because we're even though we're donating 3% back to the site, that's still less than the 10 off the rip plus. I think it's 10 plus fees. Like Patreon does all kinds of little things, don't they?
Yeah. And revengeofthesis.com. If you go over there, there's a whole bunch of stuff in the shop. revengeofthesis.com/shop. There's shirts and stuff. There's going to be some new shirts and stuff going up soon, too. We'll be right back in 5 minutes. Revenge of the Sis.
The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sis. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk long. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Cis, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now, and that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Here at the Cousin Joe Show, we appreciate all of your help and support, and we welcome your phone calls with constructive criticism anytime.
At my desk, and oh, someone's calling us, Dan. Did you click it?
I'm clicking it. Nothing's happening. There it is.
All right.
This computer's from like 1982, so it takes a minute.
No, it's fine. Whatever. Who cares?
Oh, I care. Hi, Royce.
What's up, guys? What I tell you, man? You know why there's an echo when your donations, dummy? Is because you probably have two alerts in your OBS, and they're playing at the same time.
Oh. Dan wishes I did 2.5 months ago, and I don't blame him.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we have a Skyper.
Oh, it's Hippo Juice.
Well, don't.
For the love of God, if he doesn't fix that echo, I'm going to murder him and his family. I swear to Christ. Do you understand how I've been playing Joe's commercials, plugging the show, going, this guy's awesome, and then he goes, it's probably the board. It's not the board, you nincompoop.
Nincompoop! Many years. Oh
shit.
Caller. Stop dancing and pick up the phone.
Bet you can't guess who it is.
I can't guess, by the way.
So
Guillermo.
let me get this straight. Let me get this 100% straight.
I love this part of the show.
Let me get
This is my favorite part. Hi, Royce.
You found out that she was trying to make her brother jealous who molested her, and your solution was to fuck her at your house?
Yes, where her brother was not present.
You're such a piece of trash. You're garbage, and I love you for it, but you're garbage.
I feel like your house had wheels in that story.
Joe's level of caring is like, what, your brother molested you? Oh, but Joe took umbrage to him making her jealous, not the fact that he molested her. So he's like, we'll go to my house where we'll make my parents jealous.
So check out Royce calling into the Cousin Joe Show every Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time on youtube.com/Cousin Joe.
You big stupid idiot. You big stupid idiot.
Yes. If we want to make money, we need to honor ancient Irish traditions, like serving an irresponsible amount of booze to people who are genetically predisposed to having alcohol problems. You see, St. Patrick started that tradition, and that's why we celebrate him today.
Yeah, no, that's not what he did. No, he played the flute for some kids, and then he lured them into a cave somewhere, and he diddled them.
Now, you got him mixed up with the Pied Piper.
Right.
St. Patrick didn't play the flute. He drove the kids out of Ireland, and then he molested them.
No, if St. Patrick molested kids, he would be regarded as a scoundrel.
No. I feel like in the olden days of the Catholic Church, pedophiles were regarded as heroes.
All right, look, guys, St. Patrick didn't do any of that shit, okay? He drove the snakes out of Ireland.
I don't know about all this. I kind of want to just do the traditional thing of, like, sticking around the bar and trying to catch the leprechaun.
The leprechaun thing again.
Stop, guys. I'm going to catch him. I'm, like, this close.
You're not going to catch him because he doesn't exist. Please,
Dude, you know what? I don't even know if I've set up my flute traps for him yet.
Charlie, enough with the leprechaun.
Okay, wait.
I mean, can you believe him?
Who
Who cares?
cares?
Look, I'm trying to. You know what?
Here.
Actually, I might want to get myself a flute.
I was thinking the
We've
same
been
thing.
talking. You were?
I was thinking the same thing.
Because I feel like it's
I know we're kind of old.
Go get a flute. Go get a flute. Yeah. Go get a flute. Everybody, go get a flute.
Second hour Revenge of the Sis Tuesday show, which is actually a Thursday show because tomorrow's a Wednesday show, which is going to feel like a Friday show.
Yes.
I knew you were going to yell. That's why I forgot.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. We're back. So, because we asked for it yesterday, one of our fans at bag_of_spiders, bag of spiders on
That
Twitter.
sounds like a nightmare. What a nightmarish name. That's a nightmarish name.
Made us this.
Vox Quesadilla?
Yes, it's the great-great-grandfather of Vox Day. As you know, he was a Mexican cowboy. At the top, it's a spaghetti western by Teddy Spaghetti.
I like it.
Lee Van Cleef, apparently, and Gia Marie Voltin.
This guy is such a fucking nerd.
Yeah, so just so you guys know, be careful, all you knickers. All right?
Nickers.
That's what I said. What I said.
Making sure
It's not what
everybody
he
knows.
said.
I'm just making sure everyone knows what we're saying.
It's not what he said. That's what I said.
Bring it on, Edwards.
All right.
Well, we got the Irrational Time song too.
Oh, boys. Yeah, that's right. We do.
We got that other jam.
I do. Hold on.
We gotta share. We gotta play that one. That's the other side of this whole thing. Yesterday we were discussing, of course, Vox Day, calling Nick Fuentes Nicky Titty Baby, and I specifically requested a doo-wop song. And knowing Irrational Times, knowing how Irrational Times has been able to just nail any genre, of course, within a few hours.
Well, here it is from Irrational Times, and I'll post a link.
He's one little pop, 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 pop,
Whoa. Nicky titty baby. Nicky titty baby. Nicky titty baby.
Oh, this is amazing.
Nicky titty baby. Nicky titty baby. Nicky titty baby. Nicky titty baby. One little pop, Nicky one little pop, 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 Nicky titty, pop, 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 Nicky titty baby, Nicky titty baby, one little pop, Nicky titty, one little pop, Nicky titty, pop, 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 Nicky titty baby, Nicky titty.
There it is.
Very
Bravo
good.
to
Great
Irrational
job,
Times.
Irrational Times.
It was perfect. It was
That
perfect.
is fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, that made me very happy. So.
Oh, one more thing. Yeah, since we're playing fan stuff, Suspicious Spam.
Yes, this was great,
Suspicious
too.
Spam.
It just came
the
out of-
Prince Andrew interview deleted scenes.
Well, in 2000, Epstein was a guest at Windsor Castle and at Sandringham. He was brought right into the heart
Yes,
of the
but-
royal family at your invitation.
But it would be, but I mean, no.
You were perceived by the public as being the party prince.
So many pictures.
No, I have really partied.
We now know that he was and had been procuring young girls for sex trafficking.
I mean,
These are all separate ums, by the way.
I don't know.
You stayed with him, you were a visitor, a guest on many occasions at his homes, and nothing struck you as suspicious.
Yes. No. No. Yes. No.
An arrest warrant was issued for Epstein for sexual assault of a minor.
Yes.
In July, he was invited to Windsor Castle to your daughter Princess Beatrice's 18th birthday. Why would you do that?
At the end of the day, you have,
I'm hearing word he didn't even edit it. This is just how it went.
Yes.
I did sweat. I did sweat.
We weren't that close. He was a very, very close friend.
Why? Why were you staying with a convicted sex offender?
Right. I prefer to say I'm afraid I can't make any comment on that.
He threw a party to celebrate his release, and you were invited.
No. Then I know nothing about that.
You were invited.
But yeah, okay, I was there for.
You were staying at the house of
Yes.
a convicted sex offender. There is video
That's the Danny
footage
DeVito.
of Epstein
Nope.
accompanied by young girls, and you were there.
I no.
You're absolutely sure, or you can't remember?
Absolutely sure.
There is video footage of you there.
What?
Metal Gear Solid.
That's a
Foot
great
massage from a young Russian woman. Did that happen? But that definitely wasn't you getting a foot massage from a Russian girl in Jeffrey Epstein's house.
No.
There is video footage.
If I admit fully,
Getting a foot massage.
but actually the truth of it is that it was the honourable and right thing to do.
July of this year, Epstein was arrested on charges of sex trafficking and abusing dozens of underage girls. One of Epstein's accusers, Virginia Roberts, has made allegations against you. She says she met you in 2001. She says she dined with you, danced with you at Tramp nightclub in London. She went on to have sex with you in a house in Belgravia belonging to Ghislaine Maxwell, your friend. Your response?
No. Didn't happen.
You don't remember meeting her?
No.
She says she met you and she went on to have sex with you in a house in Belgravia belonging to Ghislaine Maxwell. Do you remember her? Is it possible that you met Virginia
People
Roberts,
saying Prince Andrew
dined,
ASMR.
danced with her in Tramp, had sex with her on another date?
No.
Do you remember meeting her at all? Because she was very specific. She described the dance that you had together in Tramp. She described meeting you. She was a 17-year-old girl meeting a senior member of the royal family. She provided a photo. Your arm was around her waist. How do you explain that? Because in a legal deposition, 2015, she said she had sex with you 3 times. You don't recall meeting Virginia Roberts, dining with her.
Pizza. Pizza party. Pizza party.
This is so childish.
It really is. It just degenerates.
Pizza. Pizza
time.
There it is. Thank you, Suspicious
Suspicious
Spam. Wonderful
Spam.
video. I gave you guys the link in the chat
Oh,
as well.
perfect.
Make sure you subscribe to these guys. They're amazing.
Fucking great job. Great job. I think we got a donation, just $10 from Nick Nag, who didn't say anything. Thank you so much. All right, let's So, it's fucking now.
Edgy Crowder, man.
Crowder?
You know how Crowder likes to get on a
1 month too late?
He always gets on way too late.
So Jeffrey Epstein killed himself thing. It's finally become public enough and big enough where everybody's doing it that now Crowder's going to go, you know what? Can't get in trouble for this. Everything seems safe. All the bodies have been strewn. Here comes Crowder to kill the bit.
Oh, of course. It's dead. It's dead now.
So he tried to hang himself. Is that what it was?
Well, it's always, let's see.
That's not gay, Jared. Oh, wait.
So now before the big
Looks
stunt,
like a
let's go to
fucking
the
great
tail.
value Seth Rogen.
So remember, this is comedy. This is the thing that every time we make fun of it, we're told that he's pretty funny, dude. So this skit's going to be really funny.
It's going to
right?
be good.
Okay.
Of the tape. Stephen Knieven has a distinct advantage in both height and weight, meaning that if Epstein wasn't able to produce the kind of force necessary to kill himself, Stephen may in fact...
See, children, for those who don't know, he's making fun of Evel Knievel.
Yeah, he was a stunt guy.
In the 60s.
Well, I mean, you know, he was around later.
Yeah,
than that.
80s.
You're just being a real dick
Being a
about
dick,
the
yeah.
60s. I mean, he was around in the 60s.
be able to.
Also, I think there should be an asterisk there on the last one because, you know, career pedophile stats 143, 0, and 2, and then Crowder's 0, 0, 0. I don't know, asterisk. I need some proof.
Yeah, well, they're only counting professional record.
Got it. Okay. All right. I got you.
We will certainly see how this
Crowder,
affects
but
the-
Crowder has a lot of most of Crowder's pedophile bouts are amateur
Right.
and regional bouts.
You're right.
The outcome of tonight's event. Stephen, I believe it's time for you to go and prepare for the stunt.
Yeah.
And any last thoughts?
Well, I probably should have done that before you had me read those useless tweets. That's what I was planning on doing. But I do want to say, too, that the number on there is wrong in the tail of the tape. It's 219 now. I put on some LBs, but happens to the best of us. I'm gonna
Duly
go get
noted.
ready.
Please.
It's always weight
All
and
right.
hair and, right? It's a very weird thing. Like, he's Mac. He's Mac from
So
It's Always
is this
Sunny.
a skit or is he really...
He's gonna, he's doing a funny skit thing, man.
Okay.
So Mr. Knieven is approaching the set. We do have trained paramedics standing by.
Is she behind the woman?
And again, that number, folks, that we are shooting for is 55 kilograms. We will be measuring at the neck as well as the tension of the rope.
She's
and
touching
looks
Mr.
like
Crowder. He's getting absolutely no sexual reaction from it.
If anything, it's grossing him out.
he is being fitted with a heart monitor.
Do we have a male
that
doctor?
all set to go. We have the replica, again, of the orange bed sheets that will be wrapped around Mr. Knieven's neck. This, again, in line with exactly what the...
Here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why does he have to be Stephen Knieven? Like, why can't he just...
Be Crowder?
Why can't you just wear the outfit?
Yeah.
You know, this is why Crowder sucks at comedy, by the way. You know, comedy, you put in a couple little clever references, some Easter eggs, so that people go like, ah, it's funny, he's doing his Evil Knievel bit. You can tell because he's wearing the Evil Knievel, but he has to actually... He knows that the people that watch him, that you people that watch him are morons. And he knows that he has to fucking hammer the bit into your face or you won't get it. Because
Right.
most of Crowder's fans would be like, what's with the outfit? I don't get the outfit.
Is he Elvis?
Yeah, oh, did Elvis used to do stunts? Wait, was Elvis
No.
a pedophile?
Well,
exactly what Mr. Epstein would have experienced. We have the cell here, and the sheet is about to be placed around Mr. Knieven's neck. But first,
And that's
his
not true.
pupils are
Let's be
being-
fair. It was the 1940s and 50s, and it was Memphis.
You're right.
So if Jerry Lawler can fuck,
And
if
he
Jerry the
did.
King Lawler can allegedly fuck kids, I'm pretty sure, you know, Elvis was allowed.
checked there. All right, and again, we'll be measuring for 55 kilograms. 55 kilograms. We'll be testing at the neck and on the tension of the rope.
Imagine.
All right, waiting for the go-ahead from Mr. Knieven himself.
There's no improv.
All set? All right.
All right, and we have the go-ahead. Everyone, it is go time. Again, 55 kilograms is what we will be looking for on the rope and at the neck. He is leaning. We have 22 at the rope. We have, let's see, yes, 28 on the neck.
22 on the rope.
22 on the rope, a steady 22.
It switched to pounds. Okay, hold on.
Oh,
Okay.
we're getting the signal to stop. We're getting the signal to
We need to
stop.
switch this. Sorry, something went wrong. What do we have on the rope?
22 on the rope.
The rope is kilograms.
Achieved. We're good.
Are we able to achieve? Okay. So one thing I want to note. This is
that I'm getting turned on sexually by this.
What is the point of
Hold
this?
on, it's a good bit. Listen, come on, let's see what the Mug Club memberships pay for.
the most important measurement, audio Wade, but this is probably the least accurate device that we have. So this is designed because the compression at the neck is going to be dispersed around the neck. The number is going to be lower than this monitor right here directly on the cord. So you'll notice that the number is significantly lower at the neck, significantly higher at the cord. The real life number is probably between those two. But even then, leading, well, we got to 22 kilograms?
22 kilograms.
Okay.
22.
I'm going to try this again. And I think that I can actually, hold on one second, I think I can actually get this pretty close. In the spirit of being fair-minded, I think I can get this pretty close.
Where are the jokes, right? Like,
You're
let's
looking at it, man.
No, but
This is the humor.
everything Crowder does is a premise. It's not a finished, fleshed out bit.
Yeah.
It's not a scat. You know, it's not this isn't a skit, but it's also not a live. Like, I don't know what this is. You know, you got to write jokes for these things. You got to have people writing jokes for these things.
I think I can do. Okay.
All right, Mr.
You ready?
Clemens appears to be ready.
All set on both.
Waiting for the signal from him. All right, and we have the signal all set to go. We have
Put my foot
Mr. Knieven
against the
leaning
bed.
again. Again, this is go time, putting his foot against the bed. He's pushing. We have 16.1 at the neck, 37 at the neck, 38 on the rope, 38 on the rope, 23 as a high on the neck. We have, again, we are shooting for 55 kilograms. We are not even close.
How great would it
41
be?
is the peak on the rope.
Honestly, how hilarious would it be if he had accidentally killed himself?
It would have been hilarious. Yeah, but when the funniest bit.
Like, I don't normally, like, I'm not going to lie, there would be a moment where I go like, oh, man.
That sucks,
Feel
of course.
bad. And then I'd go, oh, yeah, he doesn't have any kids. Fuck
But he
him.
was
And then I would
trying to.
laugh. I would laugh, and I would laugh, and I would laugh.
What's
Again,
the
the
tally?
signal to stop.
41 on the rope.
41 on the rope. What do we have on the neck?
23 was the high on the neck.
Okay, so the high. It's 23 kilograms on the neck, 43 on the rope, which is the best that we've had. I don't know if you guys could see I was pressing up against the bed. Of course, I probably have more
Pessy's like,
friction
don't start masturbating. Don't start masturbating.
on a plywood panel here
He's probably wearing Spanx so his erection doesn't show.
that he would have in a prison. We got pretty close. I want to explore every option here and do everything I can to see if we can actually hit this number. And I do think that I could probably hit this number if I really push it. I just need a little bit of time to catch my breath. That was 44.
What if we do it, but like this time a dude's kissing me on the mouth when I do it?
Hey,
What do you
Crowder,
think?
you don't show your show live. You cut it up, and then you add stuff and post, and then you use the premiere option. So why didn't you cut some of this downtime out?
Yeah, it is kind of long.
4 and 22 on the rope.
Yep,
Okay.
22 on the neck.
22 on the neck. All right. So on the neck, that's not even close.
No, not even close.
the
Mr.
rope is
Bally
close.
Song's got a good point too with the Evil Knievel thing. Shouldn't this be a Mythbuster parody, if anything?
Yes.
That would have been more current and more relevant to the topic.
Kilograms. We have 20, 25
Hold on, what if I slump?
25 on the rope.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and
Like I
Mr.
died.
Knieven appears to have collapsed. Oh, he's
How about that?
he is simulating having been
Oh, what
choked
if I hang
out.
here?
This is good
Is
stuff.
this a joke? Is this him trying to disprove it? Like, that's the problem with it.
It's called good stuff.
No. But yeah, no, I know. Fuck, whatever. But my point is, I'm sorry. You know how much I hate Crowder. Is this a joke, or is this him trying to disprove it? Like, is it because it can't be both, right? You know what I mean? It can't be both. This bit, you know, because the way he was selling it on Twitter was that he was going to disprove that Epstein could have killed himself.
Of course.
But the way this thing is it a real thing? Is it a
No,
parody?
it's Stephen Knieven. It's just like the classic Stephen Crowder bit. One of his characters.
25.
Again, we have peaked again at
What if I go, hold on?
25
What if I go
number
like
on
this?
the rope.
Hold on, he's gonna ham it up. Hold on, he's gotta ham it up for us, for everybody.
Nope.
Okay, Gerald, you have to wheelbarrow me.
Okay.
You have to wheelbarrow me.
Mr. Crowder
Get my
appears
legs
to
up.
be
Here we go.
requesting a wheelbarrow move.
55. 56.
He's the kid. He's that kid in school that everyone thought was a class clown, but then once you get into high school, you're like, he just hams it up.
Yeah.
He's just hamming it up. Like, this is, what's the point of this? If his now Crowder's a physical comedian?
He can fight through any cringe. That's why he was perfect to send out against the Groypers.
Yeah.
Because he's just noisy and loud and has no self-awareness.
Life of Brian. O.T. Clavin was sarcastic in his video. That's why the neocons want to suppress the video. It embarrassed them to have given a platform to someone who posted anti-Semitic content but played ball. Clavin.
56. He achieved 56 on the neck and 58 on the rope. Oh, Mr. Crowder is rolling. Mr. Crowder is being addressed by the medical professionals.
No, sir. Okay, because every time we do this, every time we cover Chris, it's been a while since we've covered Crowder, but every time we cover Crowder,
you're gonna get the legions of
again, honestly, because there's been some of them that have actually started being honest and been like, yeah, you know, I kind of like his political takes, but his skits are really hard to watch. You find this funny? Like, this is a funny bit to you? Because, look, SNL gets made fun of mercilessly, and it should, right? It's been really shitty lately or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't like a funny alternative to it. This is somebody hamming it up on the floor.
Right-wing alternative to it, but just as bad.
With all this physical comedy, his show should be brought to you by National Lampoons.
Oh, God. Remember when they were good?
Yeah. It's not... Why would you be putting that on his back and his lungs? That's his butt.
Again, the high on that.
It's because, it's funny.
Is that his wife?
That was 62, which is far beyond what is necessary to fracture the neck cartilage.
58 on the neck.
58 on the neck.
Very nice.
Mr. Crowder again has collapsed. He appears to be okay. Mr. Crowder appears to be okay.
Check my pupils.
This is so bad.
Pupils?
Nobody's got anything to
requesting
say.
to be checked in the pupils.
62.9.
62.9 on the rope. My goodness, we are testing the limits here. Mr. Knieven is approaching now.
Okay, hold on. Audio, wait.
Nobody's got any fucking riffs or any lines about this?
Yeah, no.
I don't think I've ever felt so alive. I have felt more alive, but this, it's painful. Painful, but I don't think I would suicided.
Mr. Knieven, there appears to have been a lot of commotion over there. What do you think went wrong?
Fix my
I don't know. Getting rid of the two people that were funny on your show and actually help write stuff behind the scenes that used to make some of your bits actually land and work. Making them sign NDAs to make it really difficult for them to work at other places. Oh, a joke answer? I don't know. You're gay.
Yeah, I don't know. So supposedly also trying to fuck with somebody's visa. All kinds of stuff.
Cape.
Please.
Okay. What were you asking? Hold on. Let me get this off. Someone take my helmet. Thank you.
Yes, there appears to have been a lot of commotion. What do you think went wrong?
It's a good question. I'm still a little fuzzy. I think a better question is what went...
Why we let a Canadian come into America and pretend he's a Mr. Patriotic guy?
Right. Seemed like everything kind of went wrong there. The meter was maladjusted to pounds initially, and that's what we were getting. I thought there was too much of a discrepancy. We were kind of expecting it to be not as heavy on the neck because, of course, there wouldn't be.
Okay, so let me tell you how this. Let me tell you how this writing meeting went. Let me tell you this writing meeting went. I already know how it went. They built all the stuff. They went time. I'll put the thing on my neck and I'll dress like that. Okay, cool. What do you want to say? What are we gonna say? I'll just riff it.
Yeah, dude. Come on, man. What are you
I'll
talking
just
about?
riff it.
Yeah, I've always been a good riffer.
We'll
we'll
just
play it by ear.
So the thing is,
and now 3 people are playing characters. They're all underprepared. Nobody has anything funny to say.
And look, obviously we riff all day, so I'm not saying that you can't do that, but you could either be riffing or be doing skits, right? You know what I mean? Have a plan. Even Reno 911, which a lot of it was improv.
You still have to write.
They still had where it was going at the end, where it was going to be in the middle.
And they still had punchlines written. You don't just go in there with nothing pre-written. You go in there with some stuff, and as you keep doing takes, you add things, and you add, you know what I mean? And you riff a little bit. But nobody, even the people that go, that entire scene, you know what, believe it or not, the entire scene was improvised. I'm always like, no, it wasn't. No. It was probably, you had an A and a B and a C. You had some punchlines already written out. And then you went, now we've got it. Now let me get loose and just do it. This is just like you said. Nah, we'll just riff it. You're like, no, you got to have some shit first.
As much from the compression, heavier on the cord. I heard those first numbers out there. I panicked. I thought maybe we had a calibration wrong. It just turns out that one of them reset to pounds. So that went wrong. And I've had to question some life decisions that have led me to this point, audio weight.
Being married to a woman when you really want to be with a man. Oh, we're still doing a bit. Sorry.
He does, man.
Well, Mr. Knieven, the viewers have to know, do you believe that Jeffrey Epstein could have killed himself?
And here comes the death of a meme.
Oh, boy, that's a loaded question. Well, I'll say this. For everyone watching, what we really set out to achieve tonight was to hopefully show you a real-world scenario where what we've been told about the Jeffrey Epstein death doesn't seem to have been entirely accurate. I certainly we didn't even talk about the hyoid bone, but we passed that really easily. Could have done that without the neck brace. It's obviously, that's not the number that people should be concerned about. What we set out to prove was that people who are skeptical at all doesn't mean that you're a crazy conspiracy theorist. I think your criticisms are valid, and we wanted to put on a show, hopefully give you the ability to draw your own conclusions. And
so wait, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on, maybe I'm wrong. But in typical Crowder fashion, did you think Jeffrey Epstein killed himself? The answer should be yes or no. That's it.
No.
He won't. This is Crowder's entire thing. He won't even put his name. He won't co-sign it. He did an entire thing on the Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself meme.
And ended it
And
with,
at the end of it,
who knows? I don't know, but we're open to have conversations.
At the end of it, he won't even commit.
And give you one
his answer was, I'm willing to have a conversation about it. We should all be allowed to have our opinions. That's not what the question was.
a discount, which we have offered tonight with the promo code Epstein at louderwithcreditor.com/mugclub. And
you know what's good optics?
Promo code Epstein.
Yeah, the international pedophile using us as a promo code to
Funny.
join the Mug Club.
It's funny though. So what? So some kids got raped. Who cares?
Your signing up tonight continues to fund
Little St. James
episodes like this. I'm really just buying time because I've had to think it through. I will say this. In the spirit of trying to be fair and as objective as possible. If Jeffrey Epstein had been able to fashion a rope from bed sheets, which takes approximately 9 to 15 minutes going completely unnoticed in his cell, and if he were able to achieve the exact right angle and have somebody wheelbarrow him in his cell, potentially a cellmate, and if he were able to do that and snap his neck before he passes out, as that only takes about 3 to 5 seconds, as we know, considering the tension, and all the guards fell asleep, I think it could be possible. It could be possible. If all of those conditions are met, and those conditions would need to be met, I was trying with everything I had by myself. I wasn't able to hit that number. I do think that in being objective, it is a possibility as to whether it's the most likely scenario. People will have to decide for themselves.
So he didn't even commit to it.
Buy those mugs, folks.
He didn't even commit to this bit, and at the end of it, he wouldn't say Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
Buy those mugs.
So not only did he kill a meme, right? He killed the meme. But not only did he kill the meme, he killed the meme in the worst case, the worst way possible. He didn't even do the meme. Crowder, man, come on. This is how a meme dies, Mike.
Most meme's dead now.
Well, there you have it, folks. Perhaps we'll never know what really happened that fateful night. That's it for us. Again, be sure to tweet using the hashtag Epstein didn't kill himself and go to louderwithcrowder.com/mugclub and enter promo code Epstein for $20 off. Thank you for joining us, and good night.
You guys say one thing? Sweetheart, we did it. I love you. I love you.
It's funny stuff. I like Crowder, man. He's you know what I mean? He's battling the
sexual urges,
battling poverty.
Not a dildo, $5. Never liked Crowder's comedy. Never a mug clubber. Crowder says rib condoms don't taste like ribs. I don't think he said that. That's not. I think you made that up.
It's kind of funny though.
I think you made that up. I don't think he actually said that. All right, let's.
I would go more with like a brisket. Brisket flavored condom.
Yeah, I guess. But what if that's the smoky flavor? That's the problem. All right. Let's. I have some. Let me see which one I want to do here. Here we go. You'll love this. I'm an incel. Ask me anything.
If you could summarize your opinion towards women.
Like what I think of them?
Yes.
I do think they are very important, but
We used to have a word for
Some
that,
topics
called
are
losers.
Yeah.
Hard to approach.
More and more male hatred against women is rising up.
You might call this a new phenomenon. Either the subjects are inaccessible.
Maybe women should be so hateable.
You're making this into something.
Yeah.
Or people are uncomfortable discussing them.
You're an ugly guy. You better get a good job and make some money, because nobody's going to want to talk to you.
Girls, I will destroy you.
You don't deserve to get laid at all!
Who's that guy? I want to find that guy.
Yeah,
I need
somebody
yelling
tell me
at-
who that is?
Is that the son of Earthquake?
We found those subjects in person, rented a space in Hollywood, and invited our audience and any strangers walking by to come inside and ask them anything.
Yeah, he's not going to snap and kill people someday because of this.
And then this is going to be all over the news.
okay. Hey, I'm Brendio. I also go by Derek.
Now, we also have to figure out if Derek is trolling these people, because these people are stupid.
I'm an incel, and I'm here to answer people's questions about the topic.
I'm already not buying it.
Me neither.
I can start. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
So you're an incel?
Yes.
Why would you ever sign up to do this?
I suppose I would want to give more of a positive light on this community, which is a very negative light upon it.
Okay. And do you think that's a good thing?
Yes,
Why is that?
because a lot of the boys in this community aren't bad people.
But you acknowledge that a good handful of them are, right?
First of all, Lou Diamond Phillips Jr., I don't like your attitude.
Yeah, seriously. He's not a Chad like me.
Not a good handful, I would say a small handful.
Who hurt you or what happened?
These women, at the end of this video,
Literally,
we're
she-
going to turn more people into incels.
By the way, she literally
Who hurt you, Sweaty?
resorted to her who hurt you, Sweaty, immediately. Sat down and went, who hurt you, Sweaty?
This just creates more incels.
Who hurt you or what happened? What event sort of catalyzed this way of thinking and you getting into this
Catalyzed?
kind of research?
Society.
He was laughing at the Joker meme in his head. That's what it was. You know.
I don't know.
That's what he was doing.
I don't believe this guy.
You know, I've started to think that
These
this guy
people
trolled
either-
these people.
Either he trolled them or they just got some guy.
Yeah, I think he trolled them. Pretty sure.
Um,
We'll
Do
see.
you hate women?
Yes. Oh, you're asking him. Sorry.
No.
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 Do you have a female role model in your life?
A female role model.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, like a mom.
Brittany
or
Venti.
Blair White.
Pokimane.
aunt or a friend.
I mean, I love my mom. I wouldn't necessarily consider her a role model, but I do love her quite a bit.
If a woman was elected as president of the United States.
Oh boy, this is Adam Ruins Everything kid now too.
Thank you, Charlie. So we give Israel over $3.8 billion a year, despite the fact that they attack the U.S. celebrity. It's like just a cake roifer. Excuse me, Charlie. Why do we give so much money to Israel? Shut it down.
If a woman was elected as president of the United States, how would you react?
I don't know. It probably would depend on the woman. I probably wouldn't be supportive of it, honestly. But
Why do you say that, if you don't mind me asking?
I do think that men should be the leaders and women should be the caregivers and the loving, supporting, and the teachers. In some cases.
Since women of color or just women in general
we
have
go.
been oppressed by certain systems and other oppressed communities, especially the LGBTQ+, all those don't really fit with the spectrum that incels or you have been talking about. So why do you think your method of thought would help fix what we have today?
I don't like that this bitch thinks she's a little journalist. She came with
I
a
know,
little
yeah,
pen
with a
and
little
paper.
pad, yeah.
And by the way,
she didn't come with a hairbrush.
Yeah, and by the way, run a brush through your hair. Slow down a little bit and come. You're not going to be a good journalist if you can't at least fake some empathy.
I probably wouldn't view the things you might view as oppression as oppression. I have a feeling. I would view it more as how we treat children that we love. We control them, but we control them lovingly, not as a slave, not as we're forcing them to do things against their will. I would view it more as a loving domestic thing in the past. And I would say that if we were to do it in a civilized way, maybe in a more, even a Christian way, even though I'm not really advocating for a certain religion or ideology, I would assume that women would probably be happier. And I wouldn't just assume that blindly. I would assume
If
that.
I was him, though, because that's my thing with him, right? The easiest thing to do, every single woman that's up there goes, hey, you want to go on a date? No. Hey, you want to go on a date? No. Hey, you want to go on a date? No. All right, well, then you know why I'm an incel. Like, you know, it should be really...
It's not a lifestyle choice.
Right.
It's not like being black.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? It's not like you were just born some way. It's like, no, you're going, hey, you want to go out some? Nope.
No.
Oh, well, okay then.
On the data that I have seen.
What data have you seen that has brought you to this conclusion? Because I'm now curious where I can get this data from.
Oh my God, this lady is
Google.
I hate this bitch.
Oh, yeah, she thinks who
She's
the fuck
the most
she is.
hateable.
Yeah, she thinks who the fuck she is. She's the reason people turn into incels.
I couldn't reference it offhand, but I believe there was a study that I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
Okay. What do you think it is about liberal areas that
I don't know.
create-
Communism kills. What is the?
Yeah, seriously. Fucking, if she says jinkies, I owe you guys a Coke.
that create behavior in women that you think is a problem?
Promiscuity leads to increased standards in more primitive aspects such as looks. And that typically makes it harder for some people to find a relationship, including
I like the
sometimes
states walk wild.
good-looking
Guys,
people.
you're too
There's guys
socially awkward to get laid. So just pay a woman to fuck you like a normal weirdo.
who are much better looking than I am,
And it's also not like Frumposaurus Rex over here has that much room to talk.
who are having a really hard time finding someone in a place like LA or in London or in Auckland, New Zealand. But they probably would have a perfectly fine time finding a woman somewhere else.
So you think that
You know what? That statement's not that wrong. If you're a frumpy dude and you're in Iowa, you could probably get a girl much easier than if you're in San Francisco or New York. I mean, that is true.
promiscuity is the problem, and
Yes.
if people are more monogamous and more withholding, that would sort of fix society?
Yeah, I suppose people were more traditionalist.
There have been a few mass shootings in the past
here
where
we go.
these shooters actually stated that they were incels or were radicalized by online incels. What do you think of?
Okay, now do the same thing with the south side of Chicago and their ethnicity. You want to do that?
Can we do that one?
Because if we're going to do that, no, but because if you're going to lay at the feet, and look, I'm not defending incels, but if you're going to lay at the feet everything like a couple people have done in a movement, then we're allowed to lay at the feet the same thing, right? To you.
Yeah, and I don't want to have to listen to the black chick who came in using Baked Alaska's talking points.
Yeah. You know, guys, I used to be alt-right.
I'm going to tell you about a website called 4chan. I don't know why he's Chris Hansen now.
Yeah.
Their actions.
I condemn their actions. I don't believe I don't believe violence is the solution. I don't believe attacking random people is going to fix anything, whether they're, women or men. I do think that the reason why they committed those actions was probably because of out of desperation or out of, mental problems that probably could have been prevented had the right support was in their community, in their household. If people saw what they were posting and saw what they were experiencing in life and did something to
The
help them.
incels being the
Was
most
there, like,
rational person in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
whole
but
video.
listening to this guy incel talk, like obviously he's not a great looking dude and whatever, but I know dudes that look like him that have had scored some pretty decent.
Yeah,
looking chicks.
I was him in pretty much all through middle and junior high
But
school.
and also the way he's talking, he's pretty articulate. He seems to have a
don't believe
personality.
it. I don't believe
right?
he's an
Thank
incel.
you. That's
I
what
know.
he seems to have a personality.
Yeah.
He's not sitting there like, and girls, I'm super scared of the like. He's just like, no. And I
He's
think
me in
this-
junior high school, and
Yeah.
I was getting laid in junior high school. So I don't know what I mean. Like I don't know what his problem is.
He needs better teachers.
No problem.
Pivotal moment in your life, like a straw that broke the metaphorical camel's back?
it's constant.
You don't have to say metaphorical.
Yeah, it's
everybody knows that you're not actually breaking a camel's back.
The straw that broke the camel's back is a very well-known metaphorical fucking phrase. Nobody actually thinks when you say that, oh God, but what happened to the camel? No, it's a figure of speech.
You gotta get two birds stoned at once.
Yeah.
A straw that broke the metaphorical camel's back?
It's constant years of rejection, no matter who the person was, constant years of rejection in other aspects of my life. It did.
It's like trying to find a needle in a metaphorical haystack.
Yeah, we know.
Push me towards more, I suppose, radical beliefs, but I suppose they're only like radical, but they're more just old beliefs, really.
No, it sounds like I had another.
Why is guy who doesn't have the arms to wear a sleeveless shirt wearing a sleeveless shirt? There's so much. If you were to, I'll be honest with you. If I were to just turn this on now and you go, oh, this is about incel, I would think, oh, so both of these guys are incels,
They're having
right?
a chat with each other.
Yeah. Because,
like metaphor, like death by 1,000 cuts. It's not like
this guy has a lot of metaphors.
This guy is one of those dumb guys that reads a lot.
Yeah, they call him Metaphor Mike.
You ever see when you get it? Like,
I know those guys. They're called Joe Rogan.
No, but there's there's these kind of guys, exactly, a Joe Rogan type. There are dumb guys who are obsessed with reading books and sounding smart, but they'll always sound dumb. And then there's guys in life who are physically frail, like they were never born to be. They were born with asthma and scoliosis, but they still try to go to the gym all the time and get jacked, and they never look jacked. They just always look skinny. Like there's just certain people. Don't pursue those things. You're not a smart guy. Don't be that. The straw that broke the metaphysical camel's metaphorical back.
What?
Just
Don't
stop.
say that.
Just say, hey man, where did it go wrong?
Lone musician says sleeve mode disabled.
It almost seems like you have a plethora of issues in your life, like a cornucopia of mental problems or insecurities, maybe.
Do you know what a plethora is?
one pivotal moment, but it sounds like a bunch of things built up over time.
Yeah. One of the common criticisms about the incel community is that you feel entitled to
This guy looks like the male twin of the new girl who's playing MJ in Spider-Man.
sex or intimacy. Do you believe
Again, look, tell me, if you were to turn this on right now, Mike, and I were to go, which one of these is the incel? You'd have a tough time. Like, if you didn't see any of this, you just walked in on it. You would think the one on the left is the incel. I would anyway.
that you deserve sex or intimacy from a woman?
I think everybody at some level deserves someone that loves them and, respects them, as long as you are also loving and respectful towards that person. They're an equal. You're not like seeking someone beyond yourself. You don't have like too high standards, I suppose.
If you can tell the world about something about being incel that
Did they bring in one white guy to talk to this dude?
Have you seen one yet? I haven't seen one yet.
Or a black guy? Where's the black guy?
Oh, yeah, okay.
All you need is like, yo, what's up, man? Hey, dog. Yeah, I don't really like, you know what I'm saying, be following this shit with the incels and shit, but like, my nigga, if you want some pussy, we go get you some pussy right now. You wanna just like bounce up out of here? Like, I know some girls right now, you know what I'm saying?
And then the interview just ends and they leave.
I'm telling you, man, like, I know some hoes that suck your dick for a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, just come on. And the guy's like, I think I'd like that. They'll just start taking lapel mics off.
And now you hear like from the distance, can I borrow a cigarette?
Come on, man, we're gonna go. You got a car though, right? All right, yeah, let's go. Let's roll out. You want some pussy? I get you some pussy.
He goes to his car. Man, I didn't even know they still made sex.
He just comes back with the girl. Bitch, suck this motherfucker's dick. Okay. Start sucking his dick. Guy just
that
ends
may
like,
not
this
be in
was
the
cool.
internet or that's overlooked heavily, what would it be?
I don't know. I think it's mostly that most of the men are not inherently bad people. A lot of them are just lonely. They just need some help, really.
So you want to go out? No.
I'm telling you for real though, man. I'm gonna take you to Magic City. I'm gonna have two bitches come up, right? I'm gonna put an ass cheek on either side of your head, and we're gonna take a photograph. You ain't even gonna see your face, dog. It's gonna be hilarious.
And you know what? Don't tell me this guy can't get laid, because TJ Miller gets laid.
Okay. Would you say
Wait,
that
that's
there's
not
anything
TJ Miller?
That's not TJ Miller.
Oh, wow.
that other people can do to help guide? Or just support?
I think after talking to these fucking dumb bitches after about fucking a half hour, this guy's gonna be a volcel.
Yeah.
He's switching from incel to volcel.
Going all the way in.
Yeah.
You know, the lonely person in your class or the lonely person in your workplace, maybe he's an incel and he's not letting.
Oh my God, I know who this guy is. He's just missing the mask. This is how to alpha male.
Is that what it is?
It has to be. It's the same guy.
You know, and he's just kind of afraid to. You want someone positive, just be nice.
Yeah, it's a very good point. ET in the chat goes, this guy's an incel. He's just a normal dude. I'm getting that vibe too. He just seems like a normal dude.
He seems like a normal guy who just hasn't had a good run of
and,
luck.
and that happens. And that happens.
We've all had fucking,
Yeah.
cold spells.
Say hi, try and make friends with him. You don't have to date him. You don't have to whatever. Just brighten up someone lonely's day, I suppose.
Right.
Okay, noted. Thank you.
You don't want to be an incel?
No.
Why not?
Well, I mean, it's part of the whole involuntary.
I really don't like
thing.
Chinese mezzo soprano.
You want to try and escape it. You want to be something better. You want to get a wife, get a girlfriend, get someone who loves you, spend your life with them, and be happy. And
What's one thing you wish
Can
people
I just correct
understood
somebody
better
in the
about
chat
you?
here?
Sure.
Tommy Prophet Monsoon says, as the crap music song goes, women ain't nothing but bitches and hoes. First of all, Tommy, it's bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Okay? That song is by Ice Cube. Show some respect. That's all. I don't like when they, you don't
That's
like
fair.
rap, but then you butcher it's bitches ain't
That's
shit
fair.
but hoes and tricks. Okay, sorry. Let's get there.
I don't know. I guess I wish people would recognize how much effort I'm trying, I suppose. Like, I'm working out typically daily. I've lost over 100 pounds. I'm out there job hunting actively. I don't think people recognize how much effort the incels in general try to put into bettering themselves. I would say, people don't recognize their effort. They just assume that they're all like lazy and sad and angry at women and just giving up and things of that nature, I suppose.
Okay.
You don't have to see the bad things in the world and then come out a bad person. You can just see the bad things in the world and then improve upon yourself because of them, I suppose.
So you do have hope.
Yeah, I have hope, yeah. I'm a very hopeful person, I suppose.
I won't lie, this went a lot differently than I thought it would. I thought we'd be yelling at each other,
It was nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too.
Thank you so
much.
Oh, we touched a woman.
Hello, thanks for watching
He
the video.
immediately attacks
I
her
hope you
through the
like-
curtain.
Yeah. As soon as she leaves, he just stalks her. I have to go and stalk Lenny and Carl.
Man, these motherfuckers they're trying to school me on West Coast rap, and they're gonna get embarrassed if they keep this. They're all going, that was Snoop. No, Snoop took the line and used it as a hook in another
Right.
song. But did Cube not originally say in an old school song that bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks? And Snoop made it a hit.
He did.
He took the hook and he made it a hit. But I said Ice Cube wrote the original line, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Pretty much, if there's anything from the West Coast that you're like, I don't know, maybe this kid, Ice Cube wrote it. Right? Am I wrong there?
No, you're right.
If there were lyrics on the West Coast from 1992 to 1999, fucking Ice Cube had a hand in that song.
So let's go across the pond here real quick.
Police have told the owner of a Christian cafe in Blackpool to stop displaying Bible verses on a TV screen because it's offensive and a crime. Jamie Murray says he was shocked when officers from Lancashire Police visited his cafe last Monday and ordered him to stop displaying the Bible texts.
Just felt like a bit of an interrogation. They told me I was in breach of Section 5 of a public order offence by displaying material that could be deemed offensive to somebody, insulting or offensive. It disturbs me.
Are you really not allowed? I'm because I don't live in. We obviously don't live in the UK, but are you really not allowed to display Bible verses? And if he owns the shop, by the way, it's not like it's a public. Are you really not allowed? Like Chick-fil-A wouldn't exist there because you went to a Chick-fil-A, they have Bible verses all the time on the wall.
Actually, that we are approaching a state where people can be spoken to by the police, possibly arrested. And
I
who knows?
was reading my Bible, I was, and the old bobbies came and they sure gave me a knick-knacking. What? I can't read my Bible, I can't.
Dave's like, if it was a Quran, it'd be fine, though. You're allowed to do that.
Into by the police, possibly arrested, and who knows what else, just for displaying the Bible in public. What's next? Police coming into churches and saying you can't say this or that.
I was serving some brownies, and they came in and gave me a €5,000 fine because the brownies were square, just like a Bible. They said, you can't have them Bible-looking brownies in here, sir.
Look at one of the verses on the screen. I just caught this. True circumcision is something that happens deep in your heart.
Okay, so this guy's probably a
Wait
weirdo.
a second. I'm trying to see if I could catch some of these other Bible verses.
The cafe is called Salt and Light, a quote from Jesus.
Nuts. This guy's nuts. The guy who runs this place is definitely
But he should
nuts.
still be allowed to be nuts.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just being objective here. He should be allowed to be nuts, but this dude's nuts.
Someone said that's Australian, you idiot. Is this Australia? I don't know. Somebody help me out.
Does it matter?
Hey, you listen, to
You
be
all
honest with you,
recognize the fucking royal family.
Hold on, I got this. Somewhere not in America.
Yeah.
A Sermon on the Mount. Christian leaflets are available in the cafe, which also has links with the local church. Mr. Murray plays this set of
Now
DVDs
they're
on a
saying
TV
British. It's
screen
British.
with the volume turned down. It's a narration of the whole of the New Testament.
Oh, okay. No, hold on. Wait a second. Okay, I thought he was being a spurg, but no, this is just like you get a DVD with the entire Bible on, and they narrate. That's not a big deal, right?
With the text of the Bible appearing on the screen. But the police said a customer had complained that the Bible...
What was the verse? In all my prayers, I ask God to make it possible for me to visit. Okay.
Customer had complained that the Bible verses were homophobic.
The customer, his name Mohammed Al-Shababi, had this to say.
No, if they were homophobic, he'd be like, I like these verses.
I like this very much, actually.
If
yes.
it was homophobic, see, because that's the first thing I thought. I thought Muslim, but if they were saying that the Bible verses are homophobic, there's a couple things we could surmise from this. Number one, it was a woman. We could right off the bat, it was a woman.
And I'm going to also guess that they didn't actually see an offensive Bible verse. They sat and waited for the entire DVDs to recycle and go, I'm waiting for Deuteronomy. Because I'm not. I'm waiting for Deuteronomy. And as soon as I see it on the screen, I'm suing. I'm sorry, no. As soon as I'll see it on the screen, I'll sue it on him.
There you go.
There you go. I'm going to call me a barrister.
The officers told Mr. Murray that the Bible video breaches Section 5 of the Public Order Act. Mr. Murray is getting support from the Christian Institute, a national organisation that defends the religious liberty of Christians.
Unless they're white nationalists.
Looking into what's happened to Mr. Murray, the police may well have acted unlawfully, in which case there could be grounds for illegal action against them.
I wish this guy had more energy.
But Christians need to be assured that reading the Bible publicly or displaying the Bible publicly is not of itself a criminal offence.
So, yeah, but London's fallen. It's over. I mean, you know, we could sit here and pretend like
Yeah,
it
you're all
hasn't.
dead. You're all dead meat. No offense. Godspeed.
Yeah. Seriously, I mean, you saw, this is a week old, but you saw what happened to fucking, let's go to Canada. What happened
poor Don Cherry.
Cherry, man. Don Cherry is out of Hockey Night in Canada following his poppy controversy. Sports bringing people together unites us, not divides us. Following a further discussion with Don Cherry after Saturday night's broadcast, it has been decided it is the right time for him to immediately step down during the broadcast. He made divisive remarks that do not represent the values we stand for. Don is synonymous with hockey and has played an integral role in growing the game over the past 40 years. We would like to thank Don for his contributions to hockey and sports broadcasting in Canada. But now we're going to take him out back and fucking shoot him like a fucking dog.
That's a weird statement.
I added the last part.
Oh, okay. That
and the
makes more
hockey
sense.
part and the first part. All of this.
All of it is.
I love when whenever these places have to make statements, but they only have 80 characters, so they have to print screen it and then post the thing on there. Cherry's departure confirms he suggested new immigrants to Canada were not wearing poppies ahead of Remembrance Day. Cherry made the controversial statement during the weekly Coach's Corner segment on Saturday.
You people love you. They come here, whatever it is. You love our way of life. You love our milk and honey. At least you could pay a couple of bucks for poppies or something like that.
Good for him.
What was wrong with that?
What was wrong with that statement? Ron McLean remained silent on air, but issued an apology later, calling the comments hurtful. Pussy. Fucking cuck. You faggot.
Don Cherry made remarks which were hurtful, discriminatory, which were flat out wrong.
No, they're not.
They're not. They're very
No,
correct.
no. Okay, fine.
Very correct.
You might believe that they're hurtful. You might believe they're discriminatory. You might believe those things.
You might believe that.
But they're true. All right? We've seen it time after time over there. Dude, look, I know we pay a lot of attention to the UK but what's going on even closer to us in Canada is fucking gross. Human rights tribunals where if you tell a joke you get fined $50,000 and go to fucking jail. Like, Jesus Christ, Canada, what are you allowing that? Well, you know what? I can't say that anymore because what are we allowing to happen here? You know what I mean? It's the same shit. We're allowing it here.
We at Sportsnet have apologized. It certainly doesn't stand for what Sportsnet or Rogers represents. We know diversity is the strength of the country.
It's so weird.
Listen
how
to
they all
this, the
just
talking
grovel.
line. But isn't it weird that once you get your talking orders, diversity is our strength.
Fuck
Diversity is
that
our
Don
strength.
Cherry guy. I know I worked with him for 30 years, but fuck him. Listen, diversity is our strength. Please don't fire me.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
We see it in the travels with our show and with hockey.
These are the people that if they were like in the USSR would be snitching out their neighbors.
Oh yeah, the
immediately
collaborators
for a piece of bread.
All the collaborators. Yeah.
You guys, that's what you are. You're fucking collaborators.
They're like the Vichy French when they rolled into fucking France and they were just like, no, hey, look, maybe these Nazis are good guys. You know what I mean? Like they didn't put up one iota of resistance to the Nazis. They just let them in and went, hey, listen to the new boss is talking. Shut up. It's like, wait a minute, what? It's like Dennis Reynolds. He said no gum. You're just like, you fucking piece of shit.
Night in Canada. So I owe you an apology too. That's the big thing that I want to emphasize.
Why?
I
You
sat
didn't do
there,
anything.
Did not catch up.
That's
did
how
not-
you know this whole thing is just theater and full of shit, is because if you didn't do anything, you'd go like, yeah, he fucked up, man. And what he said was like, if just, you know what I mean? If Royce said, we should just genocide all of the Lebanese people, I'd be like, yo, what he said is fucked up. But I'm not apologizing. I didn't fucking say all Lebanese people need to be murdered. You see,
I just thought it.
It's all so fake that it's like, diversity is our strength. You know what? I'm sorry too. We're all sorry. Can we tell you we're sorry again?
I love that he waited till Don was gone too.
Oh yeah.
He waited till Don Cherry was
Pussy.
gone to then go, yo, now that he's gone.
He was a real rotten guy.
Not respond.
Cherry has not addressed the remarks or apologized. Yeah, he did. He addressed them. He went on Tucker and he basically doubled down. For more on this story, visit globalnews.ca.
What a great name, huh?
Globalnews.ca.
They don't even like try to hide it anymore. Globo News Corp.
Globo Homo News. Great show, boys. From Amanda Michelle, $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody that donated via Super Chats. And thank you to everybody that watched us here on our little escape room that we hide out in. We'll be back tomorrow for another show right here in ROTC Media and on D Live. The back of the bus, boys. Let me open up that chest for you guys. You guys have been great. Bam, opening up that chest.
You guys have been all right.
Front of the bus, boys. You guys have also been okay, but I can't give you anything except my sincerest thank yous. We will be back tomorrow with Revenge of the Sis. Will there be a Nightwave tonight, or will you be a lazy bitch?
Well, gee, thanks for that. No, there will be. We'll be there tonight, 10 p.m. Nightwave, dlive.tv/Nightwave Radio. That's the fucking back of the bus. That's where the cool kids hang out, smoke cigarettes.
YouTube.com/Daywave Radio. That's where the nerds sit in front of the bus. We're fucking nerds. Get up early. Thank you guys for listening. We will be back tomorrow. Revenge of the Sis.